Welcome back to Dead Pine Archives. My name is Dan. I'm here with Kelly, Neil, and Zach.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
And today, Zach has a tale for us.
I do have a tale for us today. I am doing a story on the Denton Road mystery, and it mainly focuses around the Blue Lady of Denton Road. I made a lovely presentation of this, and it's supposed to be about a road, and there is a bridge, but I don't know if there's any water, and my presentation just has a picture of a bunch of water.
You're saying presentation so much, I feel like I'm in a business call right now.
Yes, my PPT.
Good morning, everyone. Yeah.
Synergy.
The Blue Lady was really pushing for synergy between the bridge and the non-water.
How many graphs do we have?
I have 0 graphs. I have 1 picture, and I have 1 citation.
So
Zach.
Blue Lady like Avatar?
Yes.
Dabba-dee dabba-die.
No, her skin's not blue, just she wears a blue dress.
And her house.
But not a real
Yeah.
It's the beginning of Q1. I need a graph.
That is a factual statement. So to get us going on this, is just a basic tale. It follows pretty similar to a lot of like the Lady in Whites, where the lady gets murdered and all that jazz. So it takes place in Canton. There's a short stretch of road where people who walk by it, they will hear the wailing of a baby. Sometimes
Always a goddamn baby.
Yeah, it's always a baby, but the baby really makes no other real like impact on
It
this.
shows up long enough just to be like,
Yeah,
and then
pretty
it
much.
just leaves.
Sometimes people will see some strange lights, and then the main thing is people will see a ghostly blue hue, which represents the woman, and it's often the lady is seen with a lantern crossing a 1-lane bridge. And some people have seen her completely soaking wet. Some people don't really know if she was wet or not, and I don't think that's a hill we need to die on.
I like to think it's a situation where you just have to throw the ghost in a tumble dryer.
Oh,
Yeah,
see, I
and then
thought you were
she's
like when
healed.
you just had to believe.
She's wet when you caught her off guard and she was in the shower.
Yes, that's exactly it. Under the
Right.
bridge.
So this is in Canton, you said?
Yeah, so it's similar to like the Ada Witch.
It's very much it's Lady in White. I
No,
mean,
yeah.
obviously she's in blue, but
Lady in dress.
But no, it's what we were talking about in the last episode I did. I forgot what it was, but it's the same tale.
Yeah.
And it's almost beat for beat too. You have the weird lights, you have a crying baby, you have a woman searching for something.
Yeah, and it's a pretty basic way that she died. So this takes place in the 19th century. A woman's caught cheating. It makes her husband very mad. He then kills her lover with an axe, and then he kind of wants to go after her. So she decided to leave, which is probably the most sensible thing she could have done in that situation.
Mm.
So she took her baby and ran to the bridge on Denton Road, and she decided to try to hide underneath it. She was not a smart lady and left her lantern on, and Mr. Angry Husband Man found her and then murdered her because he found it.
Another return to the 3 Billy Goat scruff.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
My goodness.
No one really knows what happened to the baby. I don't know if the baby just like disappeared into smoke or something at this point, because it's not mentioned at all besides the wailing.
Maybe somebody
Maybe
just
it's
like
just
found
her.
it and was just like, oh, free baby. And
Yeah,
then they
yeah,
just
cool.
were like,
Maybe
I'm
she
a mother
just-
now.
Maybe she just has the most annoying cry.
It could be. I mean, to be completely honest, there's a lot of skepticism against this because no one knows her name, the husband's name, the baby's name, or if there even was a baby, or that anyone was murdered under this bridge. And yes, I said skepticism.
You
very
did. You
funny.
put speculation and
Yep.
and skepticism together, and I liked it.
And I'm definitely okay with it.
And I liked it.
I approved.
Yeah, so it's mostly like we talked about. Most of the signs that people hear or see is wailing from a baby, strange lights, woman in blue. Sometimes people will claim that their car windows will fog up for no reason. Sometimes you just, in certain temperatures and you're talking a lot, your car fogs up. I don't know, people.
They don't understand condensation.
Yeah, and I lied. They actually do mention the baby one more time. Some people see infant-sized footsteps. But also,
Sorry.
how can
Sorry.
an infant walk?
Yeah, like what do you mean?
I was literally
infant
picturing
size?
like when Neil has Junie and he's just like
Yeah, literally like hobbling the baby
just like
in your hands,
leaving little
Yeah.
feet prints.
Like
Yeah,
we're gonna
if you-
confuse
if
everybody.
you
This
see
baby
feet
walked at
prints-
2 months.
Yeah, like that's a toddler.
Yeah.
If you see a baby's footprints in the sand, that's when I carried you.
The baby carried a man?
Baby ghost.
Yeah, the baby's
Baby flung
super
down.
strong as a ghost. So people also see some dark figures, some phantom lights out on the river, and vehicles supposedly speed up on their own while crossing the bridge. I've seen a picture of said bridge. It is not that big to be speeding up. You're maybe a mile, maybe 2 per hour, a little quicker.
You're literally going from like 50 to like 52 and you're like, oh,
Yeah,
This feels like
must
we
have been a
did
bump.
this.
This feels just like a story made up by the Canton police to make that a speed trap. They're like, no,
Right.
you got to speed across the bridge.
I feel like it's just like a slight like
Decline?
decline. Thank you. I almost said incline. It's like a slight decline. You just naturally speed up, and
Yeah.
people are like, "Oh my god, it's a ghost."
And
I don't
that's
know.
So go, she's
that's
making
what
me
I love.
fast.
It's the same thing as like old legends of like people from like older times being like, I swear I saw a figure, but like nowadays when we're driving, we just know that like sometimes light catches stuff in a certain way, or you'll see a post that's like, that was definitely a man with a hat.
Yeah, or there's condensation in your car, and apparently that means there's a ghost.
Right. Well, and I like to think that these are people that like these are people that that thought like the carriage is like speeding up, and it's like they just don't know the concept of gravity on hills yet, and they're just like, ah! Why is it going so fast? Like,
I can see
Marty,
through
you're on a
time.
hill.
Yeah. So I labeled this section "buttholes in the area,"
I beg your whole pardon.
and there's a little water drops. I thought it was funny.
Oh yeah.
Buttholes in
I
the
will.
area.
I think I've asked this of you before and we forgot, but this time for sure you have to send this to me so that I can post it so everyone can see your hard work.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't like to change the pictures on top, so they are literally the same pictures from the Melonhead one, like the little images. So like, by I put signs of like how they see these things, and it's literally a chicken wing, or who is she is just a map.
Perfect. I like it.
The basic tale is a knife, and I have a related haunting scene. And it's just a storybook with some.
So I
Stars.
forgot. He killed. Where was she when he killed her?
He killed her underneath the bridge.
Under the bridge.
Because
Okay,
she
yeah.
was hiding and left her lantern on. Like a
Rookie
very-
mistake.
Yeah. It's like she's never been killed before.
Which inspired the Red Hot Chili Peppers to write Under the Bridge.
I hate
I was gonna say
and
that
here
went over
I
my
was
head.
getting ready to be like, and that man, his name was
Barack Obama.
no. I was gonna say that man's name was William G. Gruff. Billy Goat Gruff.
So
damn it.
onto the buttholes in the
How
area.
dare
Yeah,
you, Neil.
please.
Zach.
Let's hear about those buttholes.
So there's a bunch of tales of like people messing with people there and hiding under the bridge, but there's also like local college fraternities that will drop their pledges off underneath the bridge and tell them to find a hidden lantern that'll help them get back to the college. I don't
Oh,
know.
it's people being buttholes.
Yeah, people are
I
being
was
the
like,
buttholes.
gee,
Yeah.
what
I was like,
Yeah.
so when does anal happen?
No, I was like, when do these poor college kids have to put a lantern up their ass?
I mean, they don't say what they do when they
No.
find the hidden lantern or if there even is one. So I don't know. I wasn't a college pledge. I don't know.
Dude, I want to
I
learn
thought you were
these-
about to talk about your browsing history because I've seen that pop up local buttholes in your area.
Local buttholes with lanterns.
Dude, this makes me want to learn local legends though, and like go mess with like college
And
kids.
make
And I
them
just want to.
sexual?
Well, no, I just want to like get a lantern from like the dollar store and like put it under a bridge, and then like
yeah.
park nearby, just so they can be like, oh,
Yeah. I mean, that would be.
You want to
that'd
be a
grand old
Scooby Doo
time.
monster.
yeah. I do.
I love this, and I think this is something.
God, if I could
We
make
should.
that little like skedaddle noise, I would do it all the time.
I just suppressed the
I
Scooby-Doo
can hear
noise,
it.
I know,
and
you
I
can
know
hear it, but
that
I can't
say it.
You can't replicate it. No.
No,
So yeah, after they dropped them off, they would just leave them stranded in the dark, and it resulted in drivers seeing strange lights in the cornfields because it's people looking for.
ghost.
Well, no, they're looking for the lantern.
Ooh.
Yeah. So yeah, it's mostly just mischievous teenagers hiding under the bridge / looking for shit.
I do feel like that's usually what happens in these situations. You know, it was the same thing with Morrow Road, and I feel like even the was it the Seven Gable Road? I'm not sure if that one was also the same, but it just, people are like, we gotta go do this now, and you know,
It was the legend that got tied to the snake goddess of Belial, right?
yeah,
Yeah. So it was the one where the same lady in white story on a bridge was told and then ultimately tied into the snake goddess, like indigenous legend.
yeah.
But
Which I do, and I wonder if that was like the starting point, right? That one snake goddess indigenous story. If you could see on a map, if you had it all placed out, like how it traveled and like, you know, where all these roads are and like, I don't know, the times of when they popped up the first time would be very interesting. I think that would be a lot of work, but
That
it'd be
is-
very cool.
Honestly, that's something I had planned to do for a later episode because
Ooh.
those, like in that article from the snake goddess episode, it does say these lady in white legends who are tied to grief or loss that, you know, happen on a road and it's a ghost, and there's very similar points, like beats in each story are global.
Mm.
Like they have been around as long as, you know, roads have, right?
Women in mourning
And I'm
is
sure-
just what we do best. Let me go not forget about something for a very long time and be kind of mean about it.
Yeah.
But do they have teenagers imitating babies and crying underneath a bridge?
I mean, they
Yeah,
probably,
probably, yeah.
absolutely do.
100%.
Dude, people
The only
love to try
modern
and freak
part-
people out.
Yeah, the only modern part of those legends is usually just the presence of a car.
Right.
But
I mean-
it could have just as easily been like a man in a carriage who doesn't understand gravity and
There
the
w-
fact that he's on a hill.
There was that one that I talked about where it was like an old, like, what was it? Like an asylum or maybe it was an orphanage or whatever it was.
Mm.
And then like they made it into low cost or low income housing or whatever. But there was the story from the one dude that I like kind of revived, but where he was like, oh, we heard a noise and we thought it was someone else. So we were going to go fuck with them real hard.
Yeah.
And then it turned out to be a ghost.
Mm.
But like,
Yikes.
you know, they like instantly these, you know, if someone is on these like properties or in these places, they're like, what can I do to just fuck around and find out?
That's actually, I think that's like a really good point you bring up there, though, where like, I mean, we love these stories, which is why we do the show. But I think there's something like deeper in us. There was a guy when I was growing up who ran a haunted house every Halloween in his parents' front yard. Right?
Crazy. That was
Yeah.
also my neighbor.
I know. So
Our neighbor.
That was my dad.
No, it wasn't our dad.
I know.
I'm not.
It was
I'm not-
Kelly's
I'm not
landlord.
from here. No, yeah.
You're not from this one block.
I'm not from this one family that is encompassing this entire table except for me.
Right. So
I love a good geography
So with
joke.
that though, like it was always fun and scary to go through when I was younger, but when I got old enough that he was like, "Hey man, do you want to like be a scare actor in this?" I was like, "Oh hell yeah, I want to fuck with people."
Sure.
You know, and it's fun. So I'm sure there's got to be something like deeper in like
Oh, yeah.
our
maybe
lizard
you.
brain, like whatever, that it's like, all right, fucking with people is really fun. So
Well, and that's like Zach and I's dad. Like he would also go around like and ask the older kids down the street or whatever and be like, "Hey, I'm having a Halloween party for my elementary school children. Would you like to scare the crap out of them?" And of course, any tween to teen boy and girl would be like, "I would absolutely love to terrify your children."
Well, there is lizard brain mischief that I think we're all kind of drawn to. And there is also, especially on that Halloween side, the additional fun and like footloose and fancy free vibes that come with wearing a mask. Because the second you're wearing a mask or any sort of like disguise or costume or whatever that does conceal your face in a certain way, it makes you turn into like a little bit of a different persona. It's more freeing.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
do you think that ties to like modern day trolls online?
Oh, 100%.
Neil, the
If you-
internet comes with no consequences. Everyone knows that, which is why people say dastardly things.
Which is why people say the most insane shit and then are like, astounded when there's consequence.
Yeah, when people will say terrible things and then just go to the grocery store and be like, I'm a good dad. I'm getting cereal for my baby. I did good. You said 17 slurs on the internet.
And all you got was Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, man. The baby needs fiber.
The baby's allergic to chocolate.
I'm a good dad.
I want a shirt for you that says I'm a good dad. You deserve it.
New merch.
You are a good dad.
We can cover up the Lost Boys shirt.
I love this shirt.
Zachary is terrified. Kelly is wearing a Lost Boys shirt with Kiefer Sutherland in full vampire form. And Zachary, before we started recording, had to make sure he told Kelly he hated her shirt.
Yeah, he said it with more venom than I think I expected from my best friend, but like that's...
I don't hate many things. I hate racism and I hate the Lost Boys shirt.
Loves snakes, though.
Loves
snakes.
Well, we'll add snakes to that list. So speaking of snakes, this has nothing to do with snakes, but so,
Let's get back into it.
Yeah, nice,
yeah, we'll
nice.
fly right back into it. There's just a little bit of down the road. There's a graveyard from this apparently, and sometimes, or sorry, cemetery. I don't know the difference between graveyard and cemetery.
Is there a difference?
I don't think there is. I think it's just like
Wait,
local.
no, I did know this at one point.
I did too.
Nerds
I
are looking
think
it up.
Right,
I think
right.
graveyards are
Are publicly owned.
it's when there's like a house or a church on the property,
Well, this is
Oh.
and then a
this is
cemetery is just
Okay.
where there's like people buried. I'm pretty sure.
Graveyard is traditionally on church property.
Okay, this is a cemetery. They hate the church apparently.
Okay.
But yeah, sometimes
Never thought about that.
I know I looked it up one time because I was also very
I think we
confused.
might have talked about it on this podcast in a previous episode
Maybe I don't even know.
because I didn't know then either. But yeah, so sometimes they'll have the same kind of signs. Don't know if it's related to her or not. Probably.
What are the signs?
not.
I'm sorry, I got confused.
It's like the orbs, the noises.
Oh, the sign. Yeah, I thought you meant like an actual physical sign. And I was like,
Oh.
what signs is she leaving?
The sign here. There's infidelity, rage, and death,
That would be a crazy sign to see.
and a baby.
And a baby.
A child.
You're telling me the baby didn't make it better?
I don't know.
Babies make it better, right?
Babies fix things.
Every family's been fixed with a baby. Anyways.
People like to think that something's unknowingly lurking there.
Which
Ooh.
Even when the area turns from the lonely stretch of road into like a residential area, and the wood bridge is just no longer a wood bridge; it's concrete. People are still like scary.
scary.
Spooky.
So wait,
Don't
are you
like-
saying that over time it went from a wood bridge to a
That's what the
Stone?
internet said. Yeah.
Okay.
They basically updated
replaced
yeah.
it?
Or people probably would have died on it. More people.
well,
would have
yeah.
died
I mean, bridges need to be worked on. And honestly, if I see a wooden bridge in this day and age and I'm driving, I don't necessarily trust that.
You
I
can
don't
trust
think I
any
see
wooden
wooden
bridge with
bridges.
your car. I've seen Beetlejuice.
Weirdly enough, that is the exact bridge I was thinking of, like the ones with like the
Like the
covers.
covered bridge,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then I thought of Sleepy Hollow because
Well, yeah,
I
it's just
could
that
never
one didn't have a
trust.
car.
I've only walked down one of those and it was in Frankenmuth. So
I went somewhere as a kid. We were somewhere up north, and I remember I was with people that I was told were cousins. I'm not sure. And we went for a walk because it was very like country, and there was a covered bridge, and we were walking down it. And it was fine, except one of them had the biggest spider I've ever seen, a little too close to where I was, and I was like, no.
you know, those bridges are creepy though, because when you walk down, you can hear it echo like your
Yeah.
footsteps. And I absolutely was like, Headless Horseman. He's coming.
That movie used to.
That's how he
literally
sounds.
No matter what,
haunt my
Tim Burton
dreams.
will be there.
Well,
Our two he knows what a covered bridge is.
The cemetery's name is the Soup Bridge. SOOP.
Oh.
Soup Cemetery. Yeah. Yeah, and that's again hotspot. Straight away figures related to Elizabeth, person with that last name, because she was a witch, or she was believed to be a witch at that cemetery.
wait, so down the road from where
I don't know how far down the road. I didn't look at the mileage.
you probably should have.
I probably should have, but it says
down
it
the
says
road-
it says it's down the road.
So do you have any more information on
Or it
the
says
witch
it's on the
girl?
road. No,
Like
I
when
didn't-
she died or when the cemetery was built?
No, I just
I mean,
wanted. I
okay.
figured we could say that for another time too.
No, that's true. I was
In
just
order
wondering.
to be a witch, you just have to be a woman, usually unwed.
No, yeah, that or hysterical. And by that I mean don't listen to a man once.
I would know so many witches.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Well, that was like when we covered the Ada Witch a million years ago, and I went through the whole thing, and I was like, yeah, and you may have noticed that throughout her life, there was no mention of witchcraft. They just called her that.
It's because they were like, can't call her a bitch.
My notes specifically say that this is similar to the Ada Witch stuff.
Ha! Perfect.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
And again, that loops all the way back into all the stuff we were talking about.
But if you would like to find her, go to Denton Road. Go on the road for a little bit. Go to the bridge.
Precise directions.
I was going to say, it's a long
Go on
road,
Denton
right?
Road. Travel 14 counties down it. You'll find somebody.
15 horse steps.
15 horse steps. I've never
yeah.
heard that as a distance.
Go there at night. And
Find the right part of the road.
yeah, find the bridge that is now not a wooden bridge. And then keep going on this road. And you'll find a cemetery of some girl that we don't know anything about yet, but she was a witch.
So with some distance between the cemetery and the bridge.
Yep.
So
All right. So earlier when I mentioned
We're not friends.
Earlier, when I mentioned the cemetery, it is in reference to the Soup Cemetery.
Is that 5 O's?
It is 2 O's, but I like to overpronunciate O's. It's located on the Old Denton Road, which is where the bridge is.
Oh, you mean the old Denton Road?
one.
Old Denton Road. So I'm about to make the next
Sorry,
hit
we
country
just
song.
Zach
Gonna
just
take my horse
transmorphed
to
into a
Old
trumpet.
Denton Road.
Oh
Yep.
my god!
And then we're gonna find a girl in a blue dress, and she's gonna be dead, and she's gonna want to kill us because someone killed her,
God.
her lover, and maybe the baby. We don't know. The baby might have walked away.
Who wrote
Someone
this
called
song?
Lil Nas
baby.
X. We got a hit on our hands.
the
God.
baby may have walked away.
We do not know, and I think that makes for a better song.
All right.
Yeah. So yes, the cemetery. It is based off of Elizabeth Swoop because she was believed to be a witch.
Whoa.
Bum, bum, bum.
Which witch was she? She was the witch at the cemetery.
Okay.
I would love to know. I feel like it's got to be another situation though, where it's just like she didn't practice witchcraft or anything. They just called her witch because she was a quote unquote difficult woman.
Yeah, she
A
said
woman
no
with
once.
opinions. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's down the...
Her opinion was she wanted to eat the children, but
Yeah. Her opinion was get away from my cauldron.
How far is the cemetery from the bridge?
Could not tell you. It's on the road. That's all I know.
Okay, because I did look it up, and so the bridge is it is the current 2-lane concrete bridge is over the Lower Rogue River, which replaced the historical wooden bridge in 2016. So I was just kind of like, there's got it. Like, I'm sure we can find the cemetery in relation to the Lower Rogue River.
I
Yeah.
absolutely think we need to find this place.
is it Rouge River?
I was going to think it was
Rouge?
Rouge or Rouge.
Damn
or Rouge.
it.
I don't know.
So it's 15 minutes away.
That's so long if you're in olden time.
Yeah.
What do you mean down the road? 15 minutes?
Well,
If they're going
so they
downhill,
built in the
they're
middle.
going back.
We don't know if it's downhill
Like-
or not. Those cars sped up on their own.
Here's what I'll say.
Ghostly.
It is probably quicker as the crow flies if you did a straight line, but they built Willow Run Airport in the middle of where that probably ran.
Okay,
No.
okay. So maybe that was
Okay,
it.
so
Maybe
you're
it made
telling
more
me-
sense
are you
back in the
telling
day.
me this baby probably walked away from his mom being murdered, hopped on a plane, and just boogied out of there to like New York or something?
Probably.
Oh my god.
He's Frank
he's on the
Sinatra.
plane.
He's Frank Sinatra.
You telling me this whole airport
I know Frank
is
Sinatra
cursed?
was an old man, but this baby was Frank Sinatra. Solved it. Not a song, but I like that song.
Frank Sinatra wrote that. He did the soundtrack for
For Monsters Inc. I knew it. I knew I liked it so much for a reason. Danielle, you look puzzled.
Yeah, I was looking at location and stuff, but it said that like there was another like theory of how the ghost lady came, and it was that she was killed by getting hit by a car because teenagers were playing chicken near the bridge. And I was like, wait, so when?
Yeah, because like Zach's thing, I know that
Mine
it
said
doesn't
19th
give.
century. And
Well,
I
this is.
that was
I know it
pretty
doesn't give
early.
exact names or
Yeah.
dates or anything,
Yeah.
but like Were they playing chicken with a carriage?
Well, and it
They
says on here,
could've.
more than 150 years after her death, the Blue Lady's story continues to be told.
My notes
And then you're
also
telling me
says
that
150
teenagers were
years.
playing chicken, and I don't know.
think the teenagers had access to a Model T.
Quick, Kelly.
They
150 years ago, what was it?
Okay, apparently a psychic investigated this bridge
Boo.
and the surrounding road and detected unmistakable spirit life. Some experiences were definitely not supernatural. Why did it say it like
Then
that?
what are we talking about?
I don't know. Let me reread. A psychic investigated the bridge and surrounding road and detected unmistakable spirit life. Some experiences were definitely not super. What?
He detected definite spiritual life and evidence. Some of these experiences were not spiritual.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
I don't know. I felt pretty spiritual looking up that they're shoving giant freaking help me with the word thing she's carrying.
Lantern?
Lantern, shoving lanterns up Pledge's assholes.
The most important part of this story.
Yeah, but that's all the information I have on this road.
I don't know
Or
who,
on that specific part of the road because I didn't look at the cemetery, so we can say that for another day.
I don't know who that hack psychic was, but Rick Wade would never let this happen.
Thank
Look at that
you.
hack job.
Thank you. I wanted to bring him into this,
Rick
and I could not recall the name for the life
We
of me.
take turns forgetting his name.
Yes.
Yeah. I will also say there was a part in this that goes off of your fraternity thing. So it was talking about how because some of the pledges would have, lanterns as they're trying to find their way back, people would see that while they were driving by and being like, there's the ghost, there's a lantern. So I thought that was kind of fun.
Caught in a loop.
Yeah. Yep.
To think that our tax money is going to people buying
Lanterns?
lanterns. Jeez.
Well, our tax money isn't going to people buying lanterns.
Yeah, our tax money goes to the schools, and the schools goes to them buying shit.
No, that's not how schools work. They
That's how
take money.
fraternities work.
Oh.
Danielle,
I
did
have no idea if
That's
how
not true. You put
fraternities
so much
work.
money into fraternities.
I've
and
never
sororities.
Dan,
been
did you
in
not
one.
file with the IRS your contributions to the Dead Children's Lantern Society? You gotta get on that.
DLS.
I want that on a shirt.
They're gonna hit you with like back taxes on that.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, it's 150 years of back taxes. They do it from before you're born.
In the 19th century.
I will take your contributions and hand them to the IRS myself with a 20% tax because they don't like cash. You owe $5,000.
Terrible news.
So sorry.
There's also a name. What was it? Others have described dark figures and phantom lights rising out of the river and chasing their cars, which locals would say belong to the Denton Demon. I just kind of liked that
I've never
name.
heard the DD.
Double D's.
DD, what are you doing in my river?
What?
Dexter's laboratory.
Oh, DD. Okay, the way you
DD,
said that
what are
did
you
not
doing
sound
in my
like you were trying to do
I can't
his
do
voice.
his voice. I'm not a child.
I can't.
I don't think
do
he
his
was
voice. I'm
either.
not a
He probably
child.
wasn't a child.
What accent would you say Dexter had?
Weird. I don't
It
know.
wouldn't make sense because both of his parents don't have
I
accents.
know, but no one else talks like that. Even Mandark
they-
sounds a little bit more normal.
No. I can't do it.
I don't even. What is this? There it is. Yeah. Okay. I thought it was at least going in the right direction.
Yeah, but again,
Fresh.
Mandark sounded a bit more normal. Dexter, I don't know what the fuck.
watch be like the Lori is a speech impediment, and we just get to cancel you.
Omelette du fromage. People don't forget hottest references. Okay.
But yeah, that's all. That's all that I got on this lady, and potential ghost baby.
I
That
do
flew
think
away.
that every time we read a story that has a lady in a dress or a lady on a bridge or a road, we really need to start like one of those like conspiracy maps and just pin them, and then eventually we'll have a beautiful collage.
We got boxes of Pepe.
Dude, it will be our Pepe Sylvia moment. We will have so much red string.
So much. But yeah, no, I do love learning about these little ghost women on roads who are just being spooky. Again, like, why are they always a danger is my question. Like, they're like, oh, don't get caught by him. But I'm like,
What she can do? Kiss me? Kiss me, kiss me, kiss me. She had a lover. She had a lover. We don't know. Maybe she's just a really horny ghost. We don't know. I've never met her.
Well, it would explain why there's so much talk about buttholes from you and this ghost.
Not my butthole.
Local buttholes in your area.
Local buttholes in your area.
We all kind of have the same area.
I'm done with this conversation now. Any last comments from people who aren't Zachary?
No.
Neil's dying.
I want to know more about the Denton demon. Maybe we'll have to make that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's I don't know if they're just calling her the Denton demon or if it was just because they said like a shadowy figure. So,
but that's clearly the kids that they've already confirmed who are probably in cloaks doing some sort of initiation.
This was the same source that was like that psychic totally felt some crazy spirit stuff, except for maybe not everything.
Rick Wade's the name.
It was a genius ghost.
A genius ghost.
Yeah, Dexter. The
Did
demon.
you name the woman in blue Dexter?
No, Dexter's Laboratory. Again, I'm just.
No, I
quoting
know,
the
but
same
I'm just
person.
saying, like, why?
Yes, it's now Dexter. Dexter.
Dextra is her name.
That almost sounds
Of
like
the-
dyslexia. At least
That
that's
would
what
also
made me
make
think of.
sense.
I don't
The
know
cops
if you,
are coming for
I was
us.
just saying, I don't know if you hear that siren. They're coming for you.
I'm not the one who. I did talk about buttholes.
I was just saying, you
I-
only
yeah.
talked about buttholes.
And then you said that maybe she's just a very horny ghost. Jail.
What is wrong with a
immediately.
woman being horny?
Zachary Raymond, you're under arrest. Unless you tell us where those local buttholes are.
Denton Road, at the bridge, about 18 quarters of a mile down, and then
I don't
at
have
the
the exact
cemetery.
coordinates. Please don't arrest me for necrophilia.
55
Please,
officer,
I'll print you out the map quest.
It's 55 latitude and 85 longitude.
15-minute drive
Yeah.
from the cemetery.
Yeah,
It's just down the road.
I could be right.
There's a chance.
I was just about to say that. Thank you for knowing what I was going to quote.
I know you. All right. Well, that was a beautiful story and a beautiful time. I think we'll just ramble if we keep going. So I'm going to call it. Thank you for joining us. Zach, thank you for looking this up.
You're welcome.
Okay. We're definitely done now. Make sure if you want to support us, you leave us a review or a comment or both. Give us a follow. We're also on Instagram and TikTok, and we have a Facebook page now. Old school. If you want, you can send us an email at info@deadpinearchives.com. And I don't know if there's anything else to say. I forget. All right.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Hooroo.